Good morning, wrestling fans. Welcome to PWR today, Friday morning, September 16th, 2022. The man they call Meathead. And the second place or third place, I'm not quite sure what it is, finisher in the 2023 PWR Fantasy Drafts. It's Matthew Thomas.
I
Morning,
don't
Matthew.
know, but I mean, my moniker right now is multiple title wins of pay-per-view. And when you see the way that, the Net Extreme Rules is shaping up, man, we might have that stage set again. So, I mean, this is going to be one of the greatest, comeback victories of all time, man. And,
Ladies love Cool James, otherwise known as LL Cool J, used to have a song that says, "Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years, rocking my peers, putting suckers in tears." That song will not be played for you, sir.
And, what's going to be eventually rewarded is people are going to love the fact that, I stuck with my gut and held on to people that were injured the good portion of the year. People are going to love that too.
Allegedly. All right. What people really do love when it comes to clothing is collar and elbow brand, Matthew.
Collar and elbow. And I went back and I found it yesterday. That shirt I was talking about that caught my eye.
Yep.
The brand new High Risk Maneuver shirt.
Yes.
I tell you, it might be my favorite collar and elbow. It looks so sleek and it looks so sharp. And I mean,
But are you working stiff?
You can work stiff and be a strong proponent of high risk maneuvers. Well, I'll tell you what's not a high risk maneuver because it is a clean website. That's right. When you go to collarandelbowbrand.com, you don't have to worry about getting infected with viruses at all. Okay, it's not.
It's that time of year. It's that time of the year to do the social phishing, e-learns that everybody does at their companies every year. So it is that time.
Yeah, and I'm very well versed in that as well too. And also, what you don't have to worry about is entering promo code Linda KLINDAKAY. That's going to save you 10%. It will not put any malware in your computer. I can guarantee you that. collarandelbowbrand.com. Check it out today.
Do you know, I got a phone call on my phone. It said unknown caller. I know everybody's gotten these across the world, right? But I was very, very lucky and fortunate over the years. I don't get scam emails. I don't get scam phone calls. I got one yesterday. It was something about apparently on my Amazon Prime account, I ordered a iPhone 14 for $999. That was the voicemail that was on there. And I wanted to answer that, but I couldn't. I wish I would have, because I would have said, "No, my friend, I have an extended car warranty for you." No. And I would have argued with them about the extended car warranty while they're trying to sell me an iPhone.
You know what? I haven't been a victim of that recently, but my goodness, I picked up a call from a local number a while back, and it was a poll. It was somebody wanted to poll me, and
I went in for a procedure to get that done.
And they asked me some questions about some upcoming elections and whatever, and it went on. And I was doing, I said, you know what? You caught me at a time. I don't have much going on here, and somebody's got a job to do, and if I can help somebody, have a better day, it went on and on and on. And so I eventually had to say, "Hey, sorry, I got to run." Meathead, I opened up the floodgates, man. For the next 2 weeks, they would not stop. They must have really liked what I had to say. Like that time I had jury duty and then got jury duty, got summoned again, which of course I was not eligible. But when I give my opinion on something, man, people just can't get enough, and that's why you listeners tune in here every single morning.
Let me add: have you ever been a Nielsen rating household?
I was a Nielsen rating via the book in about 2004.
And what did they send? What did they send you inside the book?
They sent me a $5 bill.
A crisp $5 bill. I had a Nielsen rating. Actually, my house, we had Nielsen ratings. And there was one time I decided to take a local radio survey. Basically, what are the radio stations you listen to? That was probably the one I enjoyed. And I told them, call me every week. It's okay. Call me around this time.
And I felt very good because, it's like, you know what? I'm going to give the WWE some love. I remember distinctly wanting to give the WWE some love and wanting to give TBS some love for the Atlanta Braves baseball I was watching.
All right. Well, enough of that nonsense. Let's talk about a little wrestling action, including AEW. Hey, the ratings are in for Wednesday night, and they're up and the best they've been since almost exactly a year ago. Now, when you dig into this and you see that at the exact same time last year during the same week, it's almost a mirror image. Here's what I read. They haven't grown any new viewers, but haven't lost any, and everybody's coming back from summer vacation.
Yeah, and hopefully they got a little bit of buzz in the air about, the event at Arthur Ashe, and I don't know if that directly correlates to where it was at calendar-wise last year, but they've got something. They've got
It was
probably
second
was
or
it,
third week of September. Yeah.
so basically they have got their, this was the go home to pretty much probably their biggest free TV event, I'd say, in a year, because that was Arthur Ashe was that the premiere of Brian
No, he had a
Danielson?
match. He had a match that was his wrestling debut.
Yeah,
He had a
yeah,
match there. The premiere of Brian Danielson was at the end of the pay-per-view.
yeah. That's right, because it was Adam Cole and him, right?
Yep. Adam Cole debuted first, and then the place popped for it, and it was story time, and then Brian Danielson showed up right after.
Fantastic.
So, good news, I guess, for AEW that, after losing about 4 to 5 stars off of their roster recently due to suspensions, they are still holding strong over at AEW. Matthew, let's talk about Smackdown coming up tonight. I know you're a big fan. I know you're a big fan of his energy drinks and his Pokemon ball hanging off his neck and the black and gold that he wears with the bandana. Logan Paul showing up tonight on SmackDown.
You know what? He doesn't do much free TV, so yeah, I think this is a big deal, man. People are gonna get all hyped, and I bet you he's gonna, his moniker is him coming out and drinking a sip of his drink and then giving it to somebody in the audience there.
Yeah,
So
but what about his hepatitis? I mean, I hope they're not drinking it.
it's I guess I think the backwash into the fluid kills it. Yeah.
My favorite Wi-Fi network name of all time was Scorching Case of Virus.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
That was mine for a long time. My network's name was Scorching Case of Virus. I mean, there's Pretty Fly for Wi-Fi and FBI Surveillance Fan. Ugh, that one's not been funny for 25 years. But Scorching Case of Virus, and the one that I use to this day is called Use This One. When we moved into this place, the wife said, what's the name of the Wi-Fi? I said, use this one. She goes, what? I said, use this one. She goes, there. Oh my God. As she scrolled down, there was a network called Use This One.
So Meathead, let me tell you, that's actually kind of the inverse. And I won't give away my network name because I'm about to give away the password. But it's a similar situation. So my password for my Wi-Fi, Meathead, is take a guess.
.com?
No, take a guess. It's actually the
password.
TAKE
AGE or GUESS.
Yep. Somebody asked me for my password, I'm like, take a guess, and then it turns into like a who's on first type of skit, and they're like, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. It's like, no, take a guess, and eventually maybe they get it.
Yeah. Again, that's the world that we live in right there. All right, Logan Paul tonight. Maybe somebody will punch him in the face. Who knows? We'll have to see how that goes. Hey, there's another Fatal 4-Way rematch set up tonight to determine the top contender for the WWE Undisputed Tag Team titles. Braun Strowman interrupted the first match. Does he show up tonight and interrupt this one?
Is this, Meathead, is this the return of Nicholas? Okay. Does he keep interrupting it because he's not invited?
Wait, didn't Nicholas change his name to Logan Paul?
Maybe so. I mean, the way time goes, Nicholas is probably a legal adult now. They want to keep Nicholas out of your spear until he shows up just absolutely ready to go.
Well, he's been at the Performance Center getting ready.
Oh my goodness, that would be amazing.
Could you imagine a run-in from Nicholas when Braun is getting beat up? Who is this kid? Oh my God, it's Nicholas, former WWE Raw Tag Team Champion Nicholas, the man the kid that Braun picked out of a crowd. Yeah.
Oh, that would be great.
I mean, obviously, folks, Nicholas had to do something with somebody somewhere to be picked out. But I'm telling you, that would be the spot right there. Like Santino Marella being pulled out of the crowd and winning the Intercontinental Championship.
So, Meathead, the story I think actually was broke. I think he's actually a ref's kid, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's possible. But
yeah, it's a connection. It's there. So.
But remember, Santino Marella's debut was he was pulled out of the crowd and he won the Intercontinental Championship. Do you remember who he defeated? He's a good friend of yours.
Oh my goodness.
Give you a hint. He's from Colorado.
Oh, was it Lashley?
Bobby Lashley.
Was it really? Dude, I was going to say Masters felt right for some reason.
That feels like that era, Carlito and Masters. But yeah, I believe, and now I could be wrong, but Santino Marella debuted, and it was over in Milan, Italy, and debuted and defeated. It might have been him, and it might have been Umaga, but I thought it was Bobby Lashley.
Yeah. No, that's very, very possible. I mean, it's that era.
All right. Well, we've got more coming up on SmackDown tonight. Matthew, what are you expecting to happen between the ongoing saga that is Karrion Kross and Drew McIntyre?
I wonder if we're going to get more black and white TV. I don't know, but I like this matchup. I think this is a very good. I mean, I was in the camp that Drew was going to win the title at the Castle. Did not happen, but I think this is a very, very good feud for Drew. Very, very good feud for Karrion Kross. I mean, I think these two match up very well together as big dudes who can move.
I was right and I was wrong. By the way, I was stalling and I wanted you to talk about it. With an assist from Bobby Lashley, Santino Marella defeats Umaga.
Was it? Okay. Interesting.
Here, I'll read the line. He was presented as a fan that was selected as an opponent for Umaga. The unknown Marella scored a surprising upset, won the belt with the assist from Lashley. The next day, said that he was an Italian national who moved to Canada as a child and returned to his native country a few times. Right after that, he had a feud with Chris Masters.
Oh, so okay, that was
you were so close.
Yeah, you kind of in the orbit right there. Now that would have been 07.
I closed the tab.
Yeah, no, that 07 sounds right. I mean, that would have been, Umaga would have had that Rumble match with Cena. And
where the ropes came down?
Yeah. That was I remember, that was in the midst of all of the Cena criticism. And I remember that being a match that even the Cena detractors could not turn away from as being an excellent match.
Wasn't that also the same night that Edge cashed in after losing to Umaga?
Oh, Edge would have cashed in
at New Year's Revolution.
New Year's Revolution in 06, I think. Okay. That would have been 06. So Edge might have won the briefcase again and cashed in here. But the Cena Umaga would have been Rumble 07.
2006. So. The Rated R superstar held the contract for 280 days before cashing in on January 8th at New Year's Revolution in 2006 to win the championship from John Cena.
And that would have been after the Elimination Chamber because Cena was all bloody from the Elimination Chamber.
That would make sense. Okay, I thought he was bloody from something else, but yeah,
I think he may have gotten color in the Umaga match as well too. That was
Umaga.
That was the time when you used to see that a lot at WWE big events, and there's I cannot remember. I think it's actually Cena and JBL. It might be 05 era. There, if you find that, it looks like almost like a Nick Gage.
Oh boy, come on now.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
What else are we going to see tonight? Well, possibly we could see the new North American champion Solo Sikoa, who is related to Umaga.
You absolutely need to see him. That was a big, big win. You need to see. I mean, it'd be great. I don't know if Roman's slated to appear, but just to see the bloodline with all the gold. And while I would love for him to get another title, let me ask you this: do we see a resurgence in the 24/7 title? Does Sammy win the 24/7 title?
Yeah, he could win it, and it could be fun, but I don't want him to.
No, I mean, at the same time, like Sammy. He does a great job in this comedy role, but I mean that is a guy who needs a main title.
All righty. Well, that is SmackDown for tonight. Now let's talk about Rampage. I almost said Raw for some reason. I had RA in my mind, but I couldn't get the G out. I got W out instead. Here's the matches that are set up. It's Darby Allin and Matt Hardy. We've also got Penelope Ford and Willow Nightingale, Ethan Page and Danhausen, yes, very, very good. Very, very evil. And Samoa Joe and Josh Woods. What are you expecting to see tonight?
I'm curious about seeing Hardy. We have not seen him in a while, and seeing him and Darby match up. That's probably what I'm looking forward to seeing the most there.
Did you know that Matt Hardy can slam a tornado?
That's what I've heard. Yeah, that's fairly common knowledge. And man, we've gotten away from Broken Matt for a while. I would not mind seeing. Let me ask you this, Meathead. We've been missing it, man. If Matt Hardy, they're on the same show, but I think what happens, man, Matt Hardy needs to cross paths with Danhausen. I think that's how we get Broken Matt back.
Yes, you are very destroyed or broken, as the kids would say. We want to know what is wrong with your brain.
We got to have that, man. We got to have those in this era where you got those two forces in the same company. We got to have that.
See, we thought that. We thought that Broken Matt Hardy would be great in WWE, and they stuck Broken Matt Hardy with the Fiend, Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
Matt Hardy needs to honestly maybe just be on his own.
Yeah. No, that's true. And I mean, we got
Vanguard 3.0
when he premiered in AEW, but that was like a week after they went to no crowd. So we had Broken Matt premiere. With no crowd. And it was a great bright spot with everything that was going on. But my goodness, really. And the crazy thing is, as much talk as it was after the initial Broken Matt thing in TNA, I don't know that anybody can replicate the initial lightning in a bottle there. We've seen him in WWE, we've seen AEW, and that may have been.
I will say the Matt Hardy match in AEW was not bad because remember it had some of our friends pop up in it as well.
Yeah.
Remember were they around the Hardy compound?
I'd forgotten that was AEW. I was thinking that was TNA, but that was AEW, wasn't it?
No, it was AEW, and that's where the stand back. There's a hurricane coming through showed up, and a bunch more of our friends. Fireworks at the ring. That was COVID era stuff.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not going to give away the spoiler on this one, but there is an interview tonight with Tony Schiavone, Claudio Castagnoli, and Wheeler Yuta. It has something to do with the Ring of Honor World Championship for next week at Grand Slam.
Maybe they just decide to just be co-champions and be friends.
No, that would be very, very wrong. And I will say this one, apparently coming up at the Grand Slam, there's going to be a match between Brody King, a 2-on-1 handicap match against Darby Allin and Sting. Matthew, you told me something a little bit before we got on the air. Brody King is going to be on a 2-on-1 match, and he's the heel.
Yeah, that's a completely non-babyface thing to have a 2-on-1 match. So Sting and Darby Allin are going to beat up on this poor unsuspecting guy. Sting's probably going to bring his batarang around too, right?
I guess so.
He's that's a very strange setup. I'll tell you, man. The first one we saw between these guys was brutal. So it's going to be interesting to see if Sting is mixed up in any of the brutality.
That is all for this week. Coming up Monday morning, you will get myself and the woman that they call Linda Kay, the lovely Linda Kay. Matthew, any parting words before we set off into the sunset and quite possibly the last week of summer?
We'll hope everyone has a great last week of summer. Make sure to head to collarandelbowbrand.com and get your summer wear and get your winter wear, get your fall wear, Meathead. I think it was me and Linda, or was it me and you when I proposed having, just
you proposed to me. Yeah, I remember that. That was a really weird night.
Yeah, it was. And then I also proposed having 5 seasons because everybody does.
It was me and you, and I kind of laughed.
They do the 4 seasons thing because they think that it's just the way it's been. Hey, my parents and my grandparents had 4 seasons, so I guess I will too. No, you need to break outside of the norm and just really leave your imprint on the world and make more seasons.
The 4 seasons of band would not agree, Matthew Thomas, and I know that your family, your sister, your mom, who are going to be, hopefully we're going to meet them soon, would not agree as well. So for Linda Kay, for Matthew Thomas, the man they call Meathead, thanks for stopping by. We'll talk to you guys Monday morning. So long, everyone.